Hey, it's Patrick Cuneta. I hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're talking about how to deal with financial stress. You guys, this is something that I've definitely experienced quite a bit in my life, especially over the past few months. And dealing with financial stress can definitely take a really big toll on you and your overall well-being and really affect your quality of life. So in this video, we're talking about how to deal with financial stress and also how to overcome it. Now, what's really helped me in my experience is to realize that no matter how difficult the situation might be, no matter how stressed out I might be, no matter how impossible something might seem, it's really important to not dwell too much on the stressful thoughts and the stressful feelings and the anxiety and all these negative feelings. Like, you're just gonna get yourself stuck in a loop. You're gonna be freaking out. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I feel so stressed out. I feel so anxious. I feel so, you're just gonna constantly get yourself in this loop of negativity, because the thoughts that you think about all the time are just gonna bring about more and more thoughts of the same vibration. So you're gonna be constantly stressed, and it's also not going to help you at all. It's important to realize that getting stuck in these negative, state of minds, getting stuck with these negative emotions and these negative thoughts is not going to help you at all. It's really not. You're just reacting to one situation over and over in a negative light, in a negative way. And when you can realize that this negativity isn't going to help you at all, then you can really kind of start to learn how to take a deep breath, take a step back, and look at things from a clearer point of view. And then once you can do that, you can determine what you actually need to do in order to get out of that situation. So you really should be focusing on how to solve it, focusing on the solution, focusing on the goal, rather than focusing on the problem, focusing on how you're so stressed out and how you're so anxious and how, you're such a victim in the situation. So guys, that's a really big mindset key that'll help you to deal with financial stress. It'll help it to not take so much of a toll on you and your mind. Because guys, the chemicals of stress, when you actually feel stress, when you have those kind of thoughts and emotions in your mind, these actually will affect your body, because that's a chemical in your mind. Emotions are chemicals. So if you feel the emotion of stress in your mind, it's going to affect your entire body in a negative way. It's going to affect your energy, it's going to affect your immune system, and it can actually lead to a lot of problems if you are constantly in a negative, state of being. So like I said, that mindset is key. Now, how do you actually get out of financial stress? How do you actually get out of that situation? Well, it's really helped me in my life is to take a step back and really look at your finances. And what I do is I make a big list of all my monthly expenses. I make a list of every single thing I have to pay for on a month-to-month basis. I have, of course, my rent, I have my, utilities, I have my car insurance, I have my phone bill, I have things even like Apple Music and your small little memberships like Netflix and stuff like that. So what I do is I take a step back and make a list of all these expenses, and I figure out exactly how much I'm spending every single month on all these things. And also necessities as well, like gas and food and stuff like that is also important. So it really helps to take a step back and figure out how much money you're spending on a month-to-month basis, and then compare this to your income. How much more money are you making than how much you're spending? Because obviously if you're spending more than you're making, you're going to be stressed out, you're going to be in the negatives, you're going to be behind on your bills, you're going to be behind on your finances, you're going to be struggling. Really, that's the bottom line. So then what you need to do, and what's really helped me, is to do everything you can to reduce your monthly expenses. Because guys, if you are paying like $2,000 a month for your expenses and you're only making maybe barely over 2,000, then it's going to be tough. But imagine if you can cut those expenses down a whole bunch, then every single month you're going to have way more money to work with. You're going to have way less money you need to make, and that's going to reduce a ton of the stress that you are feeling. So guys, really take a look at that and determine what you can do to reduce your monthly expenses. Are there a lot of things that you're paying for or you're buying that you really don't need? Are there any debts you can pay off in the near future? Are there anything you can cut off your phone bill? Is there anything you can cut off, that it's going to reduce your expenses? Really take a look at that and do everything you can to reduce those monthly expenses. And that has helped me so much with just getting out of a lot of different situations, with, you know, overcoming a lot of financial stress. And guys, I still do have a lot of financial stress. I still do have a lot of things I'm working on, but that's what you need to do, is figure out, like I said, how much you can cut your expenses down. Just figure out a plan ultimately. That's really the best way to put it, is figure out a plan to get from point A to point B. Figure out a plan to get from your stressful situation, your financial stress, to financial freedom, to, you know, peace of mind, to having money saved up. And then speaking of money saved up, it's also really, really powerful to just start a savings account, to develop, you know, an emergency fund in case anything happens, in case anything big happens, in case your car breaks down or anything like that. And what's really helped me is actually to start investing. And this is really, really easy to do, guys. What I use is an app on my phone called Stash, and you can just literally deposit your money into this account. You can, with that money, you can invest it in different things like stocks and bonds and all kinds of different things, and your money can actually grow over time. And it's actually a really, really great way to kind of keep your money separate, keep it away so you're not spending it, and, you know, instead of saving it. And if you want to try out Stash, guys, I'll put the link in the description, and you can get $5 to get started if you use my link. You know, I'm not really trying to make a bunch of money. Obviously, I only get $5, but it's really helped me out, guys. One of my friends actually referred me to Stash, and I really love it. So yeah, if you can build an emergency fund in a savings account, you know, especially if you're investing it, then it can really help just in case anything goes wrong down the road. It really gives you that extra peace of mind as well. So really, that's ultimately how to deal with financial stress, guys. Just to recap, what really helped me is to realize the mindset part of it, realize that, you know, hanging on to that stress, hanging on to those feelings of negativity and anxiety is not going to help you at all. It's just going to make it a lot harder to resolve the issue. Number two is to really take a step back and look at your finances, look at your expenses, look at your income, figure out a plan in which, you know, how you can resolve that, figure out a plan in which you know, are going to resolve those issues and pay for what you need to pay for and save up the money you need to save. And number three is also, like I said, saving up money, saving up an emergency fund, saving up, you know, even if maybe you're just trying to pay for something, maybe you're just trying to, you know, unlock the next door, then having that fund saved up can really, really help you. Once again, Stash in the description as well. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for the video today, guys. That's how to deal with financial stress. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. As always, let me know if you have any other, you know, suggestions or any other questions for me. I'd love to answer those down below. As always, check out the description, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. Got plenty more coming soon. Your mind is much more powerful than you think. Have a great day. Peace.